just said so.
8 hours. Where would that put you from now?
In 8 hours, it will be, well, it's 9 right now. So 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3. It would be like 5 in the morning.
Well. It keeps like clinking up.
Viewer. We have a viewer. Hello, viewer. Who are you? Talk to us in the chat.
That's awkward. Like I want to look at my phone because I think it's weird.
I know, right? I've got mine right here.
What did you have on yours?
It says the struggle is real.
The struggle is real. I have an Apple sticker.
I like your Apple sticker. I miss that Apple logo. That was one of my favorite things.
Rory used to work at a school, and they were throwing away a bunch of old boxes from old computers, and there was a whole bunch of stickers in all the boxes still.
That's really cool. I have a bunch of the white ones, but they're boring. That's only because Daryl does friggin' electronics repair, so we just have a bunch of spare.
You can color them with Sharpies, paint stripes on them.
That is a good idea, actually. I just bought this iPhone and have to do that. Our viewer. Oh, wait. Our viewer's back. We have an viewer.
I don't see anything like that on my side.
I have. Here, let me I'll take a screenshot and send it to you with my phone. 2 people. I can't believe people are actually watching this, honestly. Here. Did you hear me take a picture?
Take a picture. Because I just have like a strip on one side and like 10 tabs.
It must just be because I started it. It thinks that I'm in charge. I don't know. Is there a way that I can make you like an admin? Whoever's watching this, it must be so...
Drunk girls on camera. Do we chart?
Share control. Can you see now? I shared the controls with you.
You now have access to control room.
So this is what I'm seeing right now. I've just sent to you.
I see a sweet little control room knob. Dial guests up. Oh, we can eject bad people?
We can do whatever the hell we want.
Okay. I now see control room. Okay. So there's that. And then chat.
Let me see here. I'm trying to see if there's a way I can make you an admin as well, because I think that's what it wants, or that's how you'd be able to. Oh wait, here we go. No. Nope.
Nope.
What does present to everyone mean? I don't know what any of this means. Does anybody else watching know what we're doing? Because we sure don't.
It shows, okay, so I'm looking at it on my phone, and it shows a picture of me laughing. And it says, Kylie and PC potentially get belligerent. And your name. And then it says 3 watching now.
Okay.
So that's what it's showing me. And then when I press the red button.
That's all that I
potentially get belligerent. And your name. And then it says 3 watching now. I totally just said all that. So that's what it's showing me. And then when I press the red button.
I'm sensing there might be some lag.
But yeah, so that's where it's at on this side.
That's pretty much all the information I have. So
I am so tired looking. Whoo-wee.
I'm not even gonna lie. I got special under eye makeup just because I look so tired all the time. Can you tell?
Yeah.
It cost me $3 whole. So
Ooh. I was gonna shower but didn't. It'll happen.
That's totally acceptable. It's the internet. They can't smell you on the internet. No one can smell you on the internet.
Gross. Okay, so who's on here? Somebody said on Twitter that they're watching, but they're not sure if they're logged into chat correctly. That's kind of where I'm at too. I can't figure out how chats really.
Let me see. Live events.
That tickety sound that you make with your mouth sounds like the face open upper in the movie in the Stranger Things show. Did you watch that?
Yes, I love Stranger Things.
You know,
I love Stranger Things.
The scary monster comes and he has like a ticking sound. That's the sound you make.
I will never make that noise again. That shit crap out of me. Absolute crap out of me. Let me see here. I have a live control room on to Google's. It says the health of our stream is good. That's good, right?
Healthy stream.
Open live chat in a new window. Here we go. Oh, guys, it's working. Okay, so if you're on YouTube, you can open the live chat. Here, I'll put it in our chat, Kylie. So this chat here must just be for us, but this is the live chat window if you want to keep track. People are saying stuff.
Oh.
That's cool. If you're watching, say something. That's really awesome. Hi. Hi.
Oh, here we go. Okay, so I can see that. I need to open this in a new window.
That's pretty neat. I'm pretty impressed with that. So. Make that like that. Now I can see everybody.
I lost my new window.
Uh-oh.
Okay. I just need to get everything organized on this tiny little screen.
That's, yeah, 11-inch laptop, so I'm kind of like fighting right now. But that means I can do that.
Okay, there's the chat. There's a VIP exclusive chat. Sweet.
Apparently the 1 hour window is just for us. So that's neat. We said hello. It was really exciting. You guys missed it entirely. We were like, hi, and that was it. So that's what you missed so far.
Okay, so yeah, I think I got this all figured out on here too. Too many emojis. Where are we seeing emojis at?
Up in the top.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, how cool is that? There's like a mousey and a kitty cat. There's like a million kitty cats. I'm about this. I like how we're like leaning closer to like we're old myopic women because we totally.
Because they're so small. Where's all the butt ones at? Oh, there's bird ones.
There's all kinds of crazy ones.
A virtual YouTube bouncer outside the VP chat. I don't know what that means.
I think it was because we had the VIP chat all to ourselves.
Gotcha.
Okay. So I think JD wanted us to talk about good, bad movies.
What was the last movie you saw in the theater?
I just saw Doctor Strange.
Oh.
I was pleasantly surprised. I'm going to go in, I went in saying, or just thinking that I had no expectations, which was fine. Like I went for the Benedict Cumberbatch and stayed for the fact that it was so visually compelling that I felt like I was kind of drunk the whole time.
Yeah.
Because yeah, it was really, really good the way it handled all the multiple realities. But that was a good movie, not a good bad movie. So How about you? What was your last movie?
In the theater, it was the new Star Trek. Was it?
Yeah?
Yes, it was. It was.
Okay. I still have not seen this most recent one.
Oh, it's good.
Yeah?
It's good. It's way better than the other two.
We just got it at the library, so I'll have to check out the DVD. I can't believe it's on DVD already. God.
Right?
What is happening to I mean, not that I'm complaining that this year is almost over because fuck this year. But I can't believe that came out like 6 months ago already.
New Star Trek series. I have seen very, very, very little about that. Isn't that supposed to be like the new CBS series?
I have not been following that news at all because I watch so very little TV. I'm really terrible at TV. I love it. I watched the new Top Gear last night. That was good.
I have not seen that. Oh, I saw you posting about that on Facebook.
It was really funny. They killed Jeremy Renner and Armie Hammer, and then this British TV star whose name I can't remember. Jeremy Renner jumped out of a plane without a parachute. That was good. And Armie Hammer got bit by a snake. That's really all you need to know about the new Top Gear. Oh, if it's on the subscription-only CBS site, I can't watch it because I don't actually have TV service.
That's stupid. Why are they doing that?
I don't know, because money.
Yeah, that's really lame.
That is really lame.
The only people who are going to want to watch it are Star Trek people. Why do you got to charge us the money?
And Star Trek people don't have the TVs anymore. We just have an internet. We have our communicators.
I'm sure somebody will put it on. It'll probably be on YouTube.
Yeah, it will. I mean, I would like to subscribe independently to it, but I can't even bring myself to subscribe to Hulu or YouTube Red.
Me neither. All I have is Netflix.
We have Netflix and Amazon Prime, but we have Amazon Prime because we ship so much stuff.
Those are the only two things we have too.
Yep. And I feel like they're 100% worth it and I don't need anything else.
Yep. I do a lot of music streaming through Amazon.
Yeah, me too. Yeah. I actually have access to my library's Amazon Music account, so all the CDs we've bought for the library are technically
nice. Nice.
It's pretty sweet. Gotta tell ya. But yeah, that was how I first heard Hamilton because we bought it for the library, and then I was like, I'm gonna listen to this. So that was good.
Political news. Have you seen all the Hamilton stuff in the Facebook feeds?
I have many feelings about it. I have many feelings about it. First of all, this was not my tweet. A friend of mine tweeted that the irony is that the play ends with the vice president being shot because he couldn't take, or the vice president shooting someone because he couldn't take criticism.
Mm-hmm.
I would also like to state for the record that booing is your First Amendment right to free speech. You can boo whoever the fuck you want at any time as long as it's on public property. So, yeah, your First Amendment right is to boo. Like situated. Yeah, those are my thoughts. My asinine. It's really just.
It's 8 o'clock.
Thank you, computer. Did you hear my computer talk?
But it's 8 o'clock. Also, I'm coming to you from the future because it's 9 o'clock.
That's right. Oh, I'm still in the olden days.
Yep, you're an hour behind the whole world. Can you imagine if one of us was like in Australia? Time zones are so weird.
Okay, so I was talking to a friend in Australia today. They're 16 hours in the future.
That is almost a whole day. That's ridiculous.
Yeah, I think right now he's on Sunday afternoon.
I can't handle that. My friend Frida is in Sweden, and she's 6 hours ahead, and to me that's completely unfathomable. Completely. I cannot wrap my head around that idea. So.
I want to go to Australia.
Oh, me too. It's so warm.
Although, don't they have like huge scary bugs? Like all their bugs are like 10 times the size of regular bugs.
Yeah, but bugs are neat. All right.
Not the like.
Most things giant in Australia because they had no evolutionary competition. So everything just got really big. Watch out for the spiders, says JD. But I like spiders. I think they're cute and fuzzy.
But I like mice, and the spider eat the mice.
Sometimes.
Right? That's scary.
Yeah, it could be worse, though. You could be on a beach all day, but then everything in the ocean will also kill you, so maybe that's not the best idea.
Yeah. I'm going to hide in the top of my house and pretend that there's nothing outside.
That's cool. I'm in the middle of my house. Does that count?
Yeah.
I'm going to pretend that there's no snow outside because it snowed here today.
Yeah, how much snow did you guys get?
It didn't even stick. It was just one of those things where it said it was going to rain in the morning, and instead of raining, it chose to snow. I was like, what? Also, it was supposed to be 45 degrees today, and it was already gone down to like 32.
No kidding. We had snow this morning, and the kids had an early out. The snow got so bad.
Really?
Yesterday, not today. They didn't have school today, but yesterday we had an early out, and then it snowed through the night, and then it snowed today. So we're right in Canada's jet stream, the dicks. But
you get all of their snow and none of their freedom.
Right? That's exactly it. That's exactly it.
All of the snow and none of the Justin Trudeau abs. Can we just kidnap Justin Trudeau? I don't even want to move to Canada. I don't want to abandon America. I would just like to kidnap Justin Trudeau and force him to be the president of the United States. Right? Hello, yes, Mr. President. Will you say that again, but in French this time?
I have not heard him speak French yet.
It's pretty great. It's pretty great. I don't know. I don't know. Oh, this is my fizzy wine, you guys. I bought this. It's called Vino Verde. And I had no idea it had bubbles in it. It was $5. But it's got bubbles. Just clone Justin, 3 or 4 just in case. I think we should have one for everyone who wants one. I think we should have Justin Trudeau armies. But they're like armies of non-aggressive. I don't know. What's an army that doesn't fight anything?
An army of sloths?
Oh, I got my sloth necklace on. I can only see Kylee. Is this supposed to be a split screen?
Probably, because I'm just wiggling around watching you, so.
Let me see. What can we do? If I hit this button, tell me what happens. I have no idea what I just hit. I don't know.
I do think it's weird that everyone's just been watching me for like 10 minutes because all I can see is you.
All I can see is you.
Hope I look rad. Because
you look totally. Nothing happened. Okay, I'm going to stop doing that then. What if I hit that button? Can you see me?
I can see you.
Excuse me while I scratch my neck. I put on makeup.
I've been scratching my leg for like 10 years now.
I still have mosquito bites from June.
Same. We still have mosquitoes. And I'm like, how is it even fucking possible? It's snowing. Why am I dealing with mosquitoes and snow at the same day of my life?
Okay, so we can do one at a time. I'm going to have to pay attention and switch between us.
Oh, just put it on you for like a day now since it's been on me for a day.
I will try to do it whenever one of us is talking. I might be slow at it, so bear with me, you guys. I'm trying to get a hang on this, but I've been drinking already.
It looks the same to me. Nothing changed for me.
I just have control of everything because I started the chat. I wish I didn't. I don't want to be. I suck at being in charge. I just want to sit here and drink my wine. Oh, I didn't show everybody my D20. Check it out.
That is so cool. I saw that in the picture.
Where's it? It's supposed to keep your drink cold.
Is it just like something you put in the fridge?
So yeah, you put it in the freezer and it gets cold. I think they're for whiskey, but I put them in wine because my wine is never cold enough because I'm a girl and I don't drink red wine, and quite frankly, that's my jam.
Is it just white wine on ice?
Yep. Mm-hmm. I was gonna put orange soda in it, but
2 shots of pomegranate blueberry blueberry vodka and blueberry lemonade.
That sounds delicious.
Before that, I had 2 shots of cinnamon Kahlua stuff in a hot chocolate.
That sounds really warm. I'm all about being warm.
I was just been switching, but it's ready. I feel like I'm at almost at my 4 drink point. Now, when I get to my 4 drink point, I have to make a decision if I'm going to get to my 5 drink point.
Tell me more about this 5 drink.
Because once we get to the 5 drink point, then we're going to hit the 6 drink point. And then when we hit the 6 drink point, then we're pretty much past the
So we're at the I've had this much of a bottle of wine point. So we're at the do I have another bottle of wine point. So this could really go either way.
I think it's
You do this.
what?
Hours, it told us.
8 hours. I think it's weird that people would want to watch this. Why are you guys watching this?
Why are you guys watching this? Is there anything we should be talking about that will engage you? I mean, obviously, because of all the stuff we've been doing, apologize while I look at my phone just to make sure nobody else is like commenting. We're gonna, kick some butt in DC in a little while here. But yeah, what do you guys want us to talk about? Why are you watching this nonsense?
Maybe because they're waiting for us to take our clothes off.
Dude, it's way too cold. I had my wine by the window and it got colder. Like it's not happening. It's not happening. It was on. Does that work? Got a hat on inside.
I suppose, yeah, you do. I have just a t-shirt and my pants are pulled up to my knees because I'm hot.
We haven't put the plastic back on the windows yet. I feel. Yeah. Well, it was 70 degrees 2 days ago. So I didn't know. That was yesterday. It was 70 degrees. So I didn't want to put the plastic on the windows because I wanted to open them and then all of a sudden it dropped down to no degrees. So that is why there's no plastic on my windows. I'm wearing a sweatshirt and a sweater and a hat inside my house.
I had a sweater on until I cut the sleeve off to put on my cup.
I saw your smiley cup. That was pretty cute.
I made hot tea and the cup the glass is too thin, so I couldn't pick it up and carry it upstairs. So I was like, oh, and I pulled the sleeve of my sweatshirt off and I just cut it and then put that on my cup.
I mean, that's effective. I should probably do that with my old sweatshirts because I don't know what else I'm doing with them. Okay, so what were our favorite good, bad movies of all time, though? Like guilty movies. I want to say Galaxy Quest, but that's actually just a good movie. So
that's a pretty good movie, though.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's not bad. It's bad on purpose. And it's
the first one that comes to mind for me is Death Becomes Her with Bruce Willis when he still had hair.
I love Bruce Willis.
Have you ever seen the movie Death Becomes Her?
I have not, and I know that you should. So you're making a strong case for it because I love Bruce Willis.
And he still has hair, and it's crazy. And I think Goldie, what's her name? No, maybe she's in it.
I can Google this. We're on
Google Death Becomes Her. I think it's 1989, maybe. It's olden days.
Also, hi Michael. I see you down there in the chat. Hello. I'm gonna switch over to me and wave again. Here, I'm waving. Hi. Okay. All right. So we're Googling this shit.
Can they see you? Who can they see at the moment?
Right now they can see you, and right now they can see me, and now you.
I can't see how you're doing that. I wish you'd show me.
I have a button to switch. Hang on, I'll record a video. Guys, this is so exciting. I apologize. Okay, so here's this little box that I have, Kylie. So, okay, I'm recording this now. I'm going to iMessage it to you. So I'm recording you, and then I switch over to me, and then I'm recording you, and then I switch over to me so I can show everybody my awesome cell phone case that says the struggle is real. And then I'm going to switch back over to you. Sorry for that demonstration, but it was pretty neat actually that I learned how to do that. Pretty neat. Oh, Goldie Hawn and Meryl Streep are both in Death Becomes Her.
Yep.
All right. So good, bad movies. I really don't know. I really like the Constantine with Keanu Reeves in it, but that's because I really like the Hellblazer comics, and even though it really like deviated material, like it was enjoyable. It was good. I really like her. She played two people. Good bad movies. Man, I don't know. I feel like all the movies I like are kind of bad because they don't take themselves seriously. I have a hard time with movies that take themselves seriously, which I feel is like why I don't like DC movies, because they're like really serious about themselves. I haven't seen any of the new
DC movies. I like DC movies. I like DC movies.
But they're so serious.
I like that.
Oh, it's serious. I need it. All right. Well, did you see? Okay, so did you see Batman vs Superman?
No.
Okay. Did you see whatever the second? Wait. No, I lost track of them. Okay, so what DC movie did you see recently that you really liked?
Do you want to know the last DC movie I saw? Batman Returns with Michael Keaton.
Okay, no, that I'm okay. No, I think we're at a misunderstanding because that is a work of art. That is a beautiful, right? Okay, I'm talking like, yeah, DC movies used to be good. I'm talking the ones with super sad, super serious Henry Cavill and his jawline or something. But no, those Batman movies were amazing. Amazing.
I can't get this diddly dang link to work.
Which link?
I have a couple people who have texted me how to get over here, and so I just copied the link. I just copied the link that you posted on Twitter, and I'm trying to send that link, and for some reason it's not sending it. Ooh, I had somebody text me privately and asked who the girl was I was talking to.
Ooh. Ooh. It's I could do my Hannah Hart face and you could tell them it's Hannah Hart. Okay, you guys ready? That's my face. If I could just stay still all day, I could be like I could do a doppelganger thing. But I'd have to just make a really concerned face all the time, like, yeah, that's my drunk kitchen face. I went as Hannah Hart for Halloween because I just wore my normal clothes. Worked out. But you can tell them that girl is Melissa, and that they should totally follow her on Twitter because she doesn't do much else when she's at work all day.
Wow, I got a really nice. Oh, there it is. Okay, so I got the video that.
I messaged it to you.
Okay, that's what you see.
Yeah, I have like a switchy box, and I'm trying to switch evenly.
I just look at my phone and wiggle my face.
This is compelling stuff.
Ooh, I can smell popcorn downstairs. That smells delicious.
I can smell this cupcake thing. It's pretty good.
Oh, I'm like, you have something to eat? But no.
I don't know. I should have got some. I ate half a peanut butter bar before we started this and then realized about a quarter of the way through that it was way too much peanut butter and then refused to stop eating. So that was what I had for dinner.
I either want peanut butter and oatmeal. That sounds delicious. Or peanut butter and jelly on a tortilla.
I used to make I called them peanut butter jelly tacos. I used to eat those all the time. But last night I discovered that the Ben and Jerry's A Swirl of Difference is literally just peanut butter jelly ice cream.
No
Yeah, I ate
shit.
more than that than I should have.
Oh,
It
there's
was,
a question on here.
yep. If we could have all the powers or identity of any superhero, who would it be? Clearly I would be Squirrel Girl. I don't even know why we're discussing this. I would be Squirrel Girl. I kick butts, eat nuts, and I talk to squirrels. That's my answer.
I would pick Martian Manhunter because he's the most awesome.
He's very awesome.
And that's it. Because he has like every power.
That was too easy. You guys had to pick harder questions. We've got this either super down or we think that all the movies that we watch are works of art. So,
Right?
because they are.
Yes.
Also, I love the hard to clip hashtag. Thank you for that. I'm gonna have to. What am I gonna do? Not contra. But I've had too much wine. What is a movie you wish more people had seen? That's a good one. I used to go to the movies all the time. In the summer, from about the summer of 2012 to the summer of 2013, I went to like 50 movies. We literally went to the movies almost every weekend unless something super serious came up. So I saw a whole bunch of movies, and I forget literally what all of them are. I cannot tell you what they were.
I can describe the movie that I'm thinking of. Oh, Battle Royale. That's the movie I wish more people had seen. It's like what I would consider, you know, that movie with the girl with the shooting arrow?
Hunger Games.
Yes. That movie, Battle Royale, is like the for real version of that movie from like a million years ago.
I remember when that first came out as a book and people were like all up in arms about it because it was teenagers killing teenagers, and then the Hunger Games came out and nobody cared, and I was like, but
Yeah, that's what I thought too. But
so what is a movie I wish more people had seen? All right, so this is a little bit silly. I really wish more people had seen Abraham Lincoln Vampire Hunter. Because
that
it was
movie is so good.
Right? Thank you. Thank you so much. But as like a more serious movie, I feel like this generation, or at least people my age, have not seen Fantasia ever.
Oh, yeah, good one.
Everybody needs to see Fantasia. Fantasia 2000 is not as terrible as everybody pretends it is, but is nowhere near as good as original Fantasia.
How are they different?
Changed my life.
How is Fantasia and the other Fantasia different?
Fantasia 2000 came out in the year 2000, and they were trying to like revive classical music for a younger generation, I guess. And it had some really, really neat visuals and stuff, but it was trying to be way more linear than original Fantasia was. And original Fantasia was just about the art form and the music, and Fantasia 2000 was trying way too hard to be a Disney movie. But it did have it had oh crap, it had a Gershwin piece in it. Now I can't remember the name, and I really enjoyed that one. But the rest of it was just like Vivaldi's Spring was like, it was supposed to be like the representation of Mother Earth as spring, and I'm like, this is way too on the nose. We need like the Nutcracker with fish again. You know what I mean? Like it was trying too hard. So Rhapsody in Blue. Rhapsody in Blue is the Gershwin piece. Thank you. Yay. So that, yeah, I wish more people had seen Fantasia. It's not super obscure, but I feel like it's totally dying out, and that needs to stop. And also Abraham Lincoln Vampire Hunter. You guys are killing it with the questions. The questions are really good. Keep them coming. We like this. Or if you want us to talk about any particular topic, that's cool too. I'm glad everybody dug the Fantasia discussion. That really, really like really that made a huge impact on my childhood. When I learned that the undersea volcanoes in the spring were filmed by them turning paint cans upside down in water, and they just filmed it instead of like animating volcanoes, that like changed my life. I don't know why, but that piece of movie trivia has stuck with me for literally 20 years. So you learn something new every day.
Racist mushrooms and topless centaur ladies.
Yeah, the mushrooms in the Nutcracker looked like Chinamen. I know that that's a politically correct term, but that didn't even occur to me as a kid, so there you go. And then the centaurs were totally many boobies. So. I don't know if she wants me to use her real name on this, so I'm going to call you Rose, is saying about how the animation techniques were totally unbelievable, and that is absolutely freaking true. If you watch I got the like anniversary edition of Fantasia. If you watch the commentary, like sincerely, you'll have to watch it like 3 or 4 times just to catch everything. So yeah, it's really good. It's really good stuff. Everybody should listen to more classical music too.
That's the only type of music Trent will listen to. He hates music with singing in it, and so he likes to listen to classical music.
Does he like other kinds of instrumental music? Because I've been listening to nothing but instrumental music lately, and I could send some suggestions on along if he's interested.
Like soundtracks, Indiana Jones soundtrack is a big one. Star Wars soundtrack, obviously. He's been listening to a lot of Portal music right now because they're playing Portal 2, I think.
Oh, neat.
But
yeah, I've been listening to a lot of like ambient music lately when I read and when I try to fall asleep at night. But there's a couple of artists. I really like the Tumbled Sea. It's a lot of nice piano stuff. Dustin O'Halloran is just modern classical music. And then I really like instrumental post-rock like Ciro's and 65 Seconds of Static. 65 Seconds of Static actually did the soundtrack for, what was that space game that nobody liked except me? No Man's Sky. I really like No Man's Sky and everybody else hated it. So, but that's some really, really pretty instrumental stuff. Hair! My hair's all up here. Nobody's ever going to know how much hair I have.
You have a massive amount of hair, don't you?
So much hair, but it's all right here right now. So I can take down my braid, but I'm not going to unbraid my braid because that's so much work.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. And that's when it's braided. It's like 3 feet long.
Wowee!
But it has to go away now because it makes my head heavy.
I'm surprised you put it up like that. I can't braid my own, but it's only like at boob length right now.
I have really, really frizzy hair. So if I don't put it up, it just expands. Like every couple of minutes, it expands exponentially like bacteria in a petri dish. So I just have to make it go away. That's the way I've discovered to do it. Oh, I'm going to read some of these comments because these are fantastic. You guys are the best. Okay, I'm going to minimize my window, so if it looks like I'm just looking off in random directions, it's because I'm reading your comments. Okay, Disney did this show called Simply Mad About the Mouse, which was like 80s musicians inside Disney cartoons. I wish I had seen that. That's incredible.
Oh my gosh.
How did I miss that? Animator Ward Kimball once said he was approached by a young person at a late 1960s revival screening of Fantasia who asked him if they were doing drugs. Yes, replied Kimball. X-Lax and Pepto. Totally understand that. Yeah, but yeah, I think the reason I saw Fantasia was because my dad did a lot of drugs. I hope he doesn't mind. And we watched Fantasia when I was like 3. And the 3 movies I remember watching as a kid, this is my parents' parenting style, which I think is rad. I think that they did absolutely everything right. I remember Fantasia. I remember Forbidden Planet. And I remember Pulp Fiction.
Damn.
Yeah. Weird parents, but I loved them. So there you go.
I remember being scared shitless of Labyrinth.
Labyrinth. Oh, I didn't see that until I was older. You know what I was scared shitless of though? Fern Gully.
What?
Because of the ooze. And now that I know it's Tim Curry, that sounds really bad.
It's like the coolest song ever, and it's a dirty song in a kid's movie, which is hilarious. Oh no.
What happened?
Oh, I'm trying to get my hair off the back of my head, and then I pulled a bunch of it out.
Oh my God, I shed so much that every time I think I'm going bald, but then I was like, I wish I were going bald because there's so much hair left over. Like, this is just my bangs.
Right? I told Rory, I'm like, I'm going bald. He's like, no, you're not, because there's this much hair in the shower every time you wash your hair. You're not going bald.
I get momentarily paranoid about it, and then I go to braid my hair, and I'm like, oh my God, there's so much hair left. So. Yes, there is definitely a lot of serious innuendo in early Disney movies. There's a lot of serious innuendo in modern Disney movies, but it's more like tongue-in-cheek or on the nose, whereas before it was like, oh, we have to hide this. We can't show this overtly. And now it's just like, the parents will think this is hysterical. That's why I went to see Frozen. Frozen was pretty cute, you guys. It was no Big Hero 6. More people need to see Big Hero 6.
I have not seen that yet.
It's if you just want to like feel good on the inside for 2 hours, watch Big Hero 6.
Is it good like that?
It's really good like that. Baymax, like my dad almost choked to death on his own spit. The trailer was so funny. I swear to God. It's good stuff. It's good stuff. The Rescuers. Okay, JD mentioned The Rescuers. I've actually never seen The Rescuers except once when I had a bad fever when I was a kid, and I don't remember any of it except that I remember something vaguely about a crocodile, and now I can't. Mm-mm. Nope. I was like dying of fever when my mom decided to show me The Rescuers.
The Rescuers, that's the one that's got the two mice that save the girl who's like a slave digging for jewels. And then she hides the jewels in her teddy bear.
I mean, you could absolutely be right. I was so pumped out on like amoxicillin.
Yeah.
Which I was allergic to. So I don't remember any of this.
Oh, Rescuers Down Under is really good too. The only reason I know these is because I've relatively recently watched them with my kids. Otherwise, prior to that, I wouldn't have seen them since I was a little bitty.
Yeah, I think that's the one bonus I had by having like relatively young parents, which was that they were still trying to like do their own thing. So I got to see all the stuff they were into, which made me like a really well-rounded person. So that was cool for me. Okay, we did Disney movies. Anything else? What else should we talk about, guys? Oh, and yeah, have you guys seen Flight of the Navigator?
Yes.
I haven't. Go ahead, talk about it. I've never seen this.
It's creepy. That's Flight of the Navigator. Okay, is that the one that's got the eyeball that comes down in the ship and it's all like woobly woobly, right? That's the one, isn't it? Somebody will have to tell me. But it's creepy and it always gave me the willies.
The willies. I like that phrase. The willies is good.
Gave me the willies. Yep. That's the one that had the wibbly eye and had the aliens in the ship. Rory loves that movie.
I've never even heard of this. Sarah, I thought it was cool for like having seen Titan AE, which apparently everyone has seen.
I haven't seen that.
Titan AE was actually like one of Joss Whedon's first projects. It was really good. It's an animated movie, and it has an amazing soundtrack. It has like the Kidney Thieves and stuff on the soundtrack, and this was a movie for children. But yeah, I really, really enjoyed that. So. Sorry, I'm retweeting. I apologize. This is very exciting for everyone.
Why do you apologize? This is what everybody does anyway. Pretend we're sitting at a table looking at our phones.
We're at Starbucks, you guys. Are you ready? Everybody pretend they're at Starbucks. Here we go.
Scariest movie I ever saw as a kid. My grandparents were super, super, super into scary movies. And my parents were super, super into scary movies. So I had seen like every one of those super creepy movies, scary movies from the 80s by the time I was like 7. Scary movies as a kid. No, I like to get really scared by scary movies. And one of my favorites are the Child's Play movies because they get so ridiculous towards the end of the series. But a lot of the movies that scared me were there was doll ones. I think there was one called just Dolls, like 87 or 89. And and Puppet Master scared the crap out of me. But I haven't
So
come back and watched them.
I the boy doesn't really like scary movies, so I haven't seen anything in a while. But I was just talking at work the other day about the remake of House on Haunted Hill. That scared the crap out of me. I wasn't even a kid. Like, I was a teenager when this movie came out. But something about the woman with the bag over her head in the I guess it was an isolation tank. She had like drowned in the tank and she came back as this terrifying monster. That scared the crap out of me. And also, again, I was a teenager. The Grudge, but I think it's because I came home and I was alone. Like, my parents were out, or my dad and my stepmom were out, and I was all alone and I wasn't expecting it. So I was just in this big empty house for like 3 hours after I saw this movie, and nobody told me I was going to be alone. So I think it was more of a situational horror, because now when I watch it, I'm like, I can respect this as a movie, but it isn't super terrifying. But the first time I saw it, I was like, God, this is weird and I hate everything.
As a teenager, the movie that scared me the most was Blair Witch Project, because I had seen it in the theater and I didn't know what it was supposed to be about. And at the time, the marketing surrounding it, it was marketed as being real. It was the first documentary type movie that came out like that. And so I was like in 9th grade or 10th grade, and we all went to go see it. And when I watch scary movies, I cover my eyes like this and I look through a little hole. And because I was in a theater, I didn't want to look like a baby, so I sat and watched it the whole time, and it scared the piss out of me.
I also remember vividly when that movie came out. I'm not sure if I thought it was real or not, but I remember being on like Usenet groups back when that was a thing, talking about like what stuff was supposed to symbolize in the Blair Witch. And like, were those teeth at the end? What was going on at the end? Yeah, so that was my, I don't even think I had a 56K modem. I think I had like a 28K modem, and I was like on like Usenet and IRC talking about the Blair Witch Project. So that brings back some vivid early internet.
Twitter.
Proto. That's, no, that's not how you spell internet. Internet. There. It's official. I am queen of the internet. Because I said so.
Well, that's what you're crown.
Sweet hat. What is your least favorite film of all time? Like, if you could burn all copies of one film. Do I go high or do I go low here? Because I want to say Birth of a Nation, but I'm just going to leave that there. So, we're getting political.
I can't think of what movie I hate. There's one it's an old one that has Robin Williams and Walter Matthau in it, and they're trying to kill each other, and there's a part where he sticks a cigarette in the tree and somebody shoots the cigarette at the tree, and Rory always wants to watch this fucking movie, and it is so boring. So boring. So boring that we've watched it like 5 times, and I have fallen asleep every single time.
Now I wish I knew what this movie was so that I could watch it and see how bad it is.
He thinks it's the most hilarious thing in the world. And it's funny because Robin Williams and I say his name, Walter Matthau, they're both really young, like really young. And so it's cool to see it, but it's so boring.
The Survivors?
Yes.
Okay.
It's a good movie. You might have the humor to really like it.
Everything about movies is... That's incredible. Like, I could not, like, I was just sitting here like, Robin Williams movie. Do you know the first Robin Williams movie I thought of was fucking Awakenings? Like, that is the power that I'm like, oh yes, it must be this Oliver Sacks movie. Wasn't like, I'm like, are we going to talk about Alzheimer's? No, we're not. That's never going to be the topic of this. Sorry, I still have a crush on Oliver Sacks. I don't care if he's dead and gay. I still have a crush on him. But yeah, I don't know. Other than like Birth of a Nation, I don't know that there's any movie I want to see like burned to the ground forever. Because I like a lot of movies that are universally panned. So, oh, Simply Mad About the Mouse is on YouTube, so we can watch weird '80s Fantasia shit if we want to. I feel like that's a project for another day. But yes, thank you. That's very good. I appreciate this a lot. I like how it's saying that we currently have 0 viewers when there's clearly like 3 of you like commenting at us.
I don't see anything like that. I don't know if I'm getting some sort of thing with mine, but it just has, I mean, like it's kind of like having a hiccup in the text things, I guess.
Oh no, it's just like I said, it's just at the bottom of my screen right there. It's just telling me. I think it's because I have like the power to like switch the screen or anything. I think if you started the chat, it would just be that you had it, but since I started the chat, I have it. I don't think it's really,
yeah.
So. But yeah, it currently says we have 0 viewers when we've clearly got at least 3. So.
I'm trying to see if I can do the chat part on my phone so that I can just take that whole box out of there, but
I have Twitter up on my phone so that I can periodically retweet stuff. Oh, okay. So JD tweeted the Mad About the Mouse link at me, so I will. Oh, come on, man. Don't play that game. I actually really enjoyed The Sixth Sense, but with the caveat of I think I was 14 when it came out. So maybe it appealed to a 14-year-old girl who really liked psychological thrillers. There's a movie for everybody. So.
Starla has never heard of that movie or seen that movie. And she's just now starting to get into that type of movie. And she's, 14, 15 years old. And I am so pumped for when she gets to see Sixth Sense for the first time. When the ending is revealed, I'm going to be like, I knew it. I knew it.
I am actually, speaking of Bruce Willis, like we were earlier, the reason I saw that movie is because Bruce Willis was in it. And I was and still am obsessed with Bruce Willis.
Because he's the best ever.
Die Hard. Every Christmas, Die Hard. That's, yeah. So he is the best. Yeah, absolutely. What if Starla figures it out like instantly?
She might, because every single time I watch a movie with her, like I watched Alien and Aliens and the other Alien, all the Alien movies with her, and she figured out every single one before they were over. And we've been going through and watching X-Files all the way through, and she figures out every fucking episode before we get halfway through it. Because she reads so much.
That's a bummer, because I really, really liked some of the twists in the X-Files, but number 2, what has been, or what is, or has been your favorite episode of the X-Files?
Ooh. The one where I can't even remember what the bad guy was, but there's a joke that they make to each other because Mulder's like injured and they're out in the forest, and he says something about how it would help save his life if Scully got in the naked with him, and it was the first time there was ever a sexual innuendo comment between him, and 13-year-old Kylee just about fucking lost it. And I was so excited that he flirted with Scully for the very first time.
That's adorable. I want to say I know what episode that is. It's not the one with the little green little bug things, is it?
Not the one with the bug things. I think it's like there's these people that are like leaf people or something, and they like don't want people in their territory.
I'm gonna Google this, and I'm sure Google will know the answer because Google has never failed me on episode or X-Files episodes. All the ones that I remember, like all the ones I remember vividly, I remember the titles of because my dad and I used to put 2 episodes of the X-Files on VHS tapes, and we would write the titles. I taped every single episode of the X-Files off of TV in my first act of piracy. But the ones that I don't remember super well, I don't remember the titles because I didn't have to look at the videotape when I put it in. So, Leaf People, X-Files. Let's see.
It's gonna like not come up like I'm making it up.
No, there's 202 episodes of the X-Files. Like, is it called Never Again?
Oh, I don't remember what it's called.
It's the 13th episode of the 4th season. No, that doesn't sound right. I don't know. We'll figure this out. Somebody in the chat will know, or we can figure this out later. But I love the X-Files. Man, that was my jam for such a long time. I'm shocked that I can't. I feel like I know it, but okay, we have another question. All right. Is there a movie that you'll just stop and watch anytime, like it's so familiar and such a favorite that you'll stop doing and watch? I already mentioned this. It's probably Galaxy Quest. I literally have every single word in Galaxy Quest memorized. I don't know why, but Galaxy is either that or Shaun of the Dead. Shaun of the Dead is my favorite movie of all time ever. That's what we and watched Shaun of the Dead for our 5th anniversary. So I feel like there's not a better, I don't know. It's Galaxy Quest or Shaun of the Dead. That's really my jam. So,
for me, it would be the original Planet of the Apes. Favorite movie of all time. Love it.
Should we get your hands off of you? Get our hands off of you.
Get your hands off me, damn dirty ape. Oh, such a good movie. I love all the Planet of the Apes movies.
It's impossible not to. I even liked the new ones, but I feel like that's because I have a deep appreciation for Andy Serkis. It had like almost nothing to do with the movies. Not that they were even bad movies. They got panned, and I was like, this is fine. But I really love Andy Serkis.
Yeah.
So, did you guys know Planet of the Apes was written by Rod Serling? I did know that. I actually really, really love Rod Serling. This was before Netflix, but every Thanksgiving we would watch the Twilight Zone marathon on Sci-Fi Channel. On Netflix. Now I can watch Twilight Zone anytime, so it's kind of less special, which is kind of sad, but I do love the Twilight Zone. And I also watched The Outer Limits a lot as a kid. JD has the whole script of Back to the Future memorized.
What?
I do. I definitely don't. I love don't get me wrong, I love Back to the Future, but I do not have anything like memorized. Though I did make a President Biff joke the other day, and the lady that I was waiting on was not impressed. Sorry. We elected President Biff, and the Cubs won the World Series.
Oh my gosh.
Favorite classic Twilight Zone episode? That's really hard. It's either one with William Shatner, because of William Shatner, or is it just called My Body Sings Electric, with the nanny who's made out of parts and she's a robot? I Sing the Body Electric. Okay, yeah, that's what it's called. All right, that one or the one with William Shatner, but that's just because William Shatner's in it and he is amazing and terrible in every way.
Mine would be the one that has the creepy thing out on the wing that the guy is flying on an airplane and there's a thunderstorm and he looks out the window and there's a little monster on the wing.
That's William Shatner.
Is that the William Shatner one? I don't know, but that episode fucked me up something serious and scared the shit out of me.
I have a tangent about that episode, actually, because I like it so much. Kylee, do you watch Doctor Who?
Yes. Not new Doctor Who, though. I've only made it up to, like, the 7th Doctor, 8th Doctor.
Okay. There is a new episode of Doctor Who called Midnight. I'm sure you've heard of the Weeping Angels in that episode, but I think Midnight is much scarier because it is about a bunch of people on a train, and there is a monster alien that like gets inside their head and like warps their personalities, but it doesn't really even matter because how terrible people are to each other is so much like it's like it's so much of an on-the-nose metaphor for being afraid of the other in society that is kind of bad, but it's also really, really beautiful because it ends up being that the monster isn't even scary. It's how terrible the people on the train are to each other. And that episode compared to the William Shatner episode where nobody believes him and that there's anything on the wing, where as compared to the Doctor Who, it's we don't know who this monster is inside of. It just instilled in me this distrust of humanity. Like, how do we know that everyone isn't lying all the time? Or how do I know that everyone even believes me? So, I mean, that's like a philosophical tangent, but yeah, it really, really bothered me for some reason. I think Midnight is the scariest episode of Doctor Who for the same reason that episode of The Twilight Zone is so freaking terrifying. Because no one believes you. You can't get through to anyone. You can't make anyone listen to you. And that's horrifying. All right. If you could remake any film, what would it be? I don't know what movie I would remake. I'm not a super huge fan of remakes. I would much rather make video games into movies, like a less goal. I didn't see the Warcraft movie, so maybe that's not justified. But I always wanted to make Final Fantasy VII into a movie. Right? And I also want to make like a super cut of all the Dragon Age games into a movie. What movie with a good plot, but it just wasn't done well? I don't.
Did you, to totally forget before I forget this, did you watch Advent Children?
Did I watch what?
Advent Children?
Yes! Advent Children was amazing. Actually, Advent Children was everything I could have asked for in a Final Fantasy movie. Also, Steve Bloom, who does the voice of Vincent Valentine and also does the voice of Spike Spiegel and did the voice of Tom on Toonami, has so much of my money.
Mm-hmm.
So much of my money. Oh, he did Duo, I think, in Gundam Wing as well. He's an amazing voice actor. But I actually have an original Japanese print Vincent Valentine action figure.
Oh.
And I went as Vincent for Halloween to my high school dance.
Yay!
And everybody was like, "Oh, Melissa, you're gay. That's so weird." I'm like, "Is it though?" So, okay. Yeah. But yes, I did see Advent Children. What did you think of Advent Children? I'm assuming from your reaction, kind of the same thing.
It was exciting because we actually just recently seen it because Trent and Rory just finished playing Final Fantasy VII together. So we were like, hey, check out this movie. And like Trent was like super into it. So it was cool getting to see it again with somebody who was as excited as we were when it came out. But I mean, it was, I think like what the gameplay in the Final Fantasy coming out, or what the PS4 Final Fantasy coming out
Next year.
Yeah, is going to have better visuals than Advent Children did.
I think it will as well. I mean, because we just played, and it's meant to look really, really cartoonish because it's like a chibi style. There's actually a whole thing where you switch between being a giant, with giant spell with a J, and then being a lil person, like a chibi person. I think they call it Lilikin or something. But it goes between like giant, like regular sized people and small people in the world of Final Fantasy game. It's super adorable, but just the smoothness of the animation of that has made me really, really look forward to the new film. Also, I just feel the need to point out that Final Fantasy VII is being re-released next year because it's 20 years old.
Right? Like, how terrible is that? How old do you feel?
I feel so old. I played that game for the first time on Windows 3.1. I did not even have a PlayStation. I played it on Windows 95. I'm sorry. Yeah, we played it on 4 discs because it didn't all fit on one. And every time I got to the train part where you're leaving Midgar, it froze. Yeah, so. Oh, good night, Rose. Good night. We'll see you later.
Bye, sweetie. You know, I have to go tuck babies in. They're texting me. And they're like, are you done up there? What are you doing up there? Are you done yet? What's going on? You're taking a long time, Mom. What are you doing? I should just text them that I was going to say something inappropriate and I changed my mind.
That is okay. But yeah, I'm sorry we got all distracted on video games and stuff. I feel like I should. I'm just really, really excited about Final Fantasy, especially having watched Daryl play the new one. Like, it's really good and cute and so meta. It makes so many bad jokes about itself, and I need that in my life.
When is it coming?
The Final Fantasy VII remake
comes
out sometime next year. I don't think they've set an exact date.
And it's on the PS4, right? Yeah. Boo.
It's dude. Okay, bias. This is somebody who had an Xbox and an Xbox 360. I really like the PS4 a lot. I really do. I think it's great. So
we have a PS3, and pretty much everything we like playing is on the PS2. So
a lot of it's
well, a lot of our stuff is my chair. I'm stuck.
Oh no, I don't know how to help you.
My chair is scooched too close to my desk, and now I can't get out of my chair. But what I was going to say is that we have a hard drive, and we copied all of our games on a hard drive, so it has to play through the PlayStation 2.
Oh.
So, and the PlayStation 2 is being a butt. And then we have PlayStation 3, and I really want a PlayStation 4 because I want to do Battlefront on the internets with people because that would be awesome. But no.
Daryl's been playing it. Oh, I used his real name. Shit. I don't think I care. But it's awesome. It's awesome. Like it's really cool looking, and there are horses and stuff. I don't know. It's World War I, so I was like, oh, this is like proto-Nazis. I love this. It's cool. I liked it. Yeah, but I've been playing all my Dragon Age games on PS4, and it's been totally satisfying. I feel like the controls are a lot nicer. That's it. I really like. I like the controller. I liked the old Xbox controller that was literally shaped like an X because I have giant man hands for a girl. Like, they're really huge, and I felt like the big X controller was easier to hold on to, and the PlayStation has a better controller if you have massive hands.
How big are your hands? I have little tiny hands.
My head.
Everybody's hands do that.
My hands are the same size as my feet. I don't know if that, I have small feet, so that's like a bad example. My hands are the same size as a 6.5
Are
foot.
you the only one who can see what I'm doing when I'm doing stuff like this?
Not now. You're welcome. But yeah, no, I do. I like the PS4 a lot. Oh, what I wanted to tell you earlier. Do you know played Kingdom Hearts? Ever?
What?
Ever. Never, ever, ever. I know. He's played literally, we own 400 video games, and he's never played Kingdom Hearts.
How?
Don't know. No idea.
Actually, wait a minute. Rory hasn't played Kingdom Hearts because he doesn't like how everybody's feet are big.
What?
Rory doesn't like Disney. And so he thinks it's stupid how they have big, stupid feet. And so he has not played Kingdom Hearts.
But it's just supposed to be cute and stylized. Like, I don't understand.
I know.
Okay, well,
Final Fantasy seemed childish.
Final Fantasy is about genocide.
Not when they have big feet and they're carrying around giant keys.
Ugh. I can't. Big feet are excellent for stability and kicking. I agree, JD. Here's another tragic thing. The boy has never played Final Fantasy X.
Is that the one with all the girls?
That's the one with like, yeah, Lulu and Yuna.
Yep.
And yeah, never. There's so many references to it in the new World of Final Fantasy, and he's like, I don't get any of these jokes. I'm like, that's because you're terrible. That's why. Do you?
My favorite Final Fantasy was actually Final Fantasy VIII. I love
really
Final Fantasy VIII.
Squall makes a I think I figured out how to switch between the two when we talk. Okay, that's cool. So if you say something, it'll switch to you, and if I say something, it'll switch to me. That's neat. JD says the only Final Fantasy played was on the NES. I'm guessing it's different these days. It's very different. It's very political, and a lot of people die all the time. That's the best way to sum up Final Fantasy. Also, there's Blitzball, which is terrible. But yeah, it's really different. Final Fantasy is great. You should play more of it. Yeah. I know, that's all I have to say. Final Fantasy is good. Play more. Play Final Fantasy and play Dragon Age, and your life will be complete, and you'll be a very well-rounded person because it is a metaphor for the futility of existence. I got deep. Kylie, your hair is so big.
I just took a selfie. I just was gonna send it down to Rory, like, dude, look at how big my hair is up here. What's going on?
I love it. It's fabulous.
I haven't washed it for like 2 days.
That's normal for me. I wash my hair like once a week.
It's supposed to be really terrible if you wash your hair all the time.
Yeah, because it strips out all the natural oils and it makes it way less shiny. So, I mean, but then it like gets greasy. You have to like train your hair not to be oily all the time, and I don't have the patience for that. I used to use that Lush shampoo before I started buying your shampoo. It was like bar shampoo, and that was really, really nice.
It's 9 o'clock.
It's 9 o'clock. It's 9 o'clock. This is bullshit. Your computer's a liar.
It's 9 o'clock in the past, okay? We haven't experienced the future hour that you live in.
Don't. The future's terrible.
Mm.
Don't come here. We don't. Save yourself. Do you like need to get to bed anytime soon?
They're texting me. I'm like, why doesn't somebody just come up here and talk to me, you guys? I got 3 people downstairs texting me.
They could be on the internet. Be like, hey.
Why don't you come up here? And they're like, what are you doing up there? So we just got this box thing open.
This
But
box thing?
I do have to go put babies to bed. Dude, when you were 14, did your parents still put you to bed? Parent, whoever, did somebody tuck you in when you were 14?
Oh my God, I would have murdered them.
Okay.
I'd have been. Well, I play piano at night, so my parents would go to bed because I would just play the piano with my headphones on.
Mm.
So if they came upstairs, they would get no response. So
Yeah.
I don't know.
We still, well, okay, so it's not like tucking them in. It's like going in their room and like spending some time with them and being like, so how was your day? Do you need any laundry washed? You know, what did you do? And then they're like, okay, good night. And then they turn on like a reading light and then they can read as late as they want. It's not like kiss you on the forehead, tuck the blankets around you, tuck in, I guess. Although,
Okay.
what?
No, go ahead. Go ahead. I was
I
just
wake,
to check on me, but that was yeah.
yeah, I wake the kids up every single morning with a song.
Really?
It usually goes, shake your butt, my little coconut. And then I make up a whole bunch of random, ridiculous phrases.
That's incredible. I feel like I would have gone to school every day if someone had told me to shake my butt, my little coconut. Oh my God, I would have so much less school. All right. Well, do you want to go put the munchkins to bed and come back, or do you want to do this again post Thanksgiving, or?
I will probably get all this turned off and then find you on the internet.
Okay.
See how we can look at this and figure out how to make it more Lee.
I am gonna eat some pizza.
Oh fuck. That sounds delicious.
It's freezer pizza, but it's spinach goat cheese. So
Oh, that doesn't sound delicious.
you know, goat cheese, it's my favorite thing. Target makes this pizza. It's like spinach and little grape tomatoes and goat cheese, and it tastes like heaven. And it's $5.
Maybe.
So that's me. That's just me. But I will. Yes, I will see you in a bit, and we can do this again.
You're pretending you're grabbing my boobs.
No, absolutely. Look at this flannel. I'm not even pretending at this point. Okay, all right. Yeah, I'm gonna eat something and then I'll text you.
We'll find each other.
Yes. Tell the kiddos I said goodnight.
I will. Bye.
Who's watching? If anybody's still watching, bye guys. Good night.